College football meets the all lifestyle.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is
The Out of Bounds Show with Bo Bounds, streaming around the world live at the Out of Bounds radio app and on your radio at ESPN 105.9.
Where are you?
The Zone.
Good morning, good morning. Welcome in. The Out of Bounds Show, 105.9 The Zone, ESPN. Is brought to you by Ace Bolt and Screw, powered by DeWalt Tools. 4 locations. Downtown Jackson, new location Gluckstadt, Tupelo in Atlanta. Ace Bolt and Screw, powered by DeWalt Tools. You're listening to Out of Bounds, 105.9 The Zone, ESPN. David Johnson, Rebels 247, joins us on the Parish Brewing guest line. It is National Signing Day. Ole Miss with a flurry of big-time guys coming in here over the last few weeks, and it looks to be a big day for the Lane train and Ole Miss. David, you've got a bunch in the boat, but everybody's looking at George County right now and MJ Daniels. What is the latest?
Well, I tell you, there's a lot of stuff going on out there. Look, you never know what's going to happen, okay? When that kid sits down to sign his papers, you don't know what's going to happen. But right now, if you're reading the tea leaves, it looks like Ole Miss is about to pull off, what you would term a major league upset of Mississippi State for MJ Daniels on National Signing Day. I'm not predicting that's going to – well, I have. I put my crystal ball in this morning for MJ Daniels to Ole Miss. My confidence level on that is 50-50, though, I got to admit. Been through these things before. This is kind of reminiscent of maybe Jeffrey Simmons, but in the opposite deal, it looked like on signing day when Jeffrey Simmons got up, he was going to be an Ole Miss Rebel. He ended up being a Mississippi State Bulldog. This is kind of backwards of that, if you will. MJ Daniels, yesterday when the sun came up, I think everybody was pretty confident he was going to stay in Mississippi State's class. This morning, that confidence is waning, to say the least. It looks like MJ could very well flip into Lane Kiffin's commitment class. And that, you're right. Everybody in the state of Mississippi's eyes are focused on that. I think we're going to know something in the 10 o'clock hour.
All right, so 10 o'clock hour, MJ Daniels, DB out of George County, and it is an Ole Miss, Mississippi State battle. What's the big out-of-state battle right now for Ole Miss, David?
Well, I don't know if there's a huge battle going on. I think there is a battle with Malik McClain, the wide receiver who is out of IMG Academy, but he's not going to do anything today. He's waiting until Friday. At least that's what the expectations are. As far as head-to-head battles out of state, not really any big ones. There's always somebody involved in everybody's recruitment, but Malik McClain would be the guy that I would think, I would term as an out-of-state battle right now. Ole Miss, Florida State on him. And with him holding out to Friday, obviously he's doing a little bit of extra thinking on that, Bo.
Okay, interesting. How many do you expect Ole Miss to sign today?
Well, you look at it right now, and the last count, I think it's 15 that they've got signatures in on. There are 4 or 5 more that are already in this class that just haven't sent their stuff in yet. So you're talking 20. I could see this being a 22, 23-man day.
And do they want to get 26 when it's all said and done? Where do they want to land by February or transfer guys?
He's holding 2 or 3 for transfer portal guys. And then they're going to hold 2 or 3 for by the way, it's snowing its butt off in Oxford, Mississippi right now.
Is it really?
It is. I'm excited. They're going to set on some scholarships. There's no doubt about it. This transfer portal is going to be loaded. They could get some immediate help out of there. And then a couple of guys like Tywone Malone, who's not going to do anything until February, they're going to hold for those guys too. So they're not going to be done after today at all, but certainly a really good head start for them, particularly if they get MJ Daniels.
Okay. All right, so we'll keep an eye on MJ Daniels. He's a top 5 recruit out of George County. DB, I guess he could play wide receiver, but I think a lot of people are thinking defensive back.
Yeah, I think he's a defensive back. I really do. He's 6'3", 200 pounds, and Bo, he could play corner. He's that athletic. I think he's one of the best players. Obviously, he's one of the best players in the state of Mississippi, but I actually think he's underrated. We have him as a 4-star in our exclusive 24/7 sports rankings. He is a 3-star on the industry-generated composite. I think he's a 4-star all the way around. He is a big-time guy. He's ended up being the most wanted man in the state of Mississippi to date.
Sure.
I'll tell you that much.
David Johnson, Rebels 247, signing day. Ole Miss with lands Hudson Wolf. So they take him away from Tennessee. Tell me about the tight end Hudson Wolf, David.
Yeah, you start off with the concern, and it's a medical concern because Hudson suffered a herniated disc about 3 months ago. He had surgery. He is yet to be cleared by doctors. Now, he arrives on the Ole Miss campus in January. We don't know yet if he's going to be cleared in time to participate in spring ball. There's certainly no reason to hurry him along. You want to make sure he's well. He told me last week he feels better now than he has at any point in his life. Just waiting on the doctors to give him a thumbs up. And big-time get for Ole Miss, particularly in this offense that utilizes the tight end so much. And Hudson's the kind of kid, man, you could see him coming in. And really, I tell you, if you watch his film, he reminds me of Dawson Knox. And not the Dawson Knox that was Ole Miss that never got a pass thrown to him, but the Dawson Knox with the Buffalo Bills. He's got that kind of potential. He's that kind of player. He's very heady. You can actually put him out wide. He can help stretch the field, but he'll also come inside, put his hand in the dirt, and block the crap out of defensive ends and linebackers. So all around potential for Hudson Wolf. Again, you just want to see him, get back out on the field, get back into contact, and know that that back injury is not going to be an issue.
All right. Other than MJ Daniels, what else is left out there for Ole Miss today?
Well, like I said, 4 or 5 guys that are long-time commits that are just waiting on various, signing ceremonies and things like that. Jarquavius Brown, a defensive back out of IMG Academy. I wouldn't be surprised if he commits and signs with the Rebels today. That's one to certainly keep an eye on. And look, this is Lane Kiffin. You never know, what trump card he's holding in his back pocket. He keeps stuff tight to the vest, and we're on the lookout for that too. We could get flabbergasted by something that happens today as well. So, we're kind of on the edge of our seats here.
Out of bounds, 105.9 The Zone. David Johnson, Rebels 247 on the Parish Canebrake guest line. Ole Miss closing strong. MJ Daniels and some out-of-state work to do. And David tells us that there'll be a few left over for February. And then we've had, 190 kids go into the transfer portal in less than 2 weeks, and we'll have a lot more in the next 3 to 4 weeks. So we'll see what the Lane Train and the Pirate do in the spring as far as bringing in 2 or 3 kids, depending on where the numbers land. JUCO defensive lineman. Looks like some nice players coming in, David.
Yeah, no doubt. You got Jamon Gordon and Isaiah Aiton. Both of those guys, have to be instant contributors next year, Bo. I mean, we've all seen the Ole Miss defensive line play this year. They need help. They need help bad. Jamon is a Mississippi kid. Everybody in the state's familiar with him out of Meridian High School. He had a good career at East Mississippi, and I think he's going to be a beast here. And then Isaiah Aiton out of Garden City, Hutchinson, Kansas Community College. Isaiah's got all the markings of a guy who's going to be able to come in and help immediately too. So you get excited about those guys. Those are guys that can help in areas of the team that are detriments this season.
Absolutely. David Johnson, they're all over it. Rebels 247. A lot of work left to do today as it is National Signing Day. Go to their site. Follow them on Twitter. David Johnson, Rebels 247 on the Out of Bounds Show. David, thanks for your time on such a busy day. We appreciate it.
Hey, Bo Bounds, always, man. Thank you.
David Johnson, Rebels 247 on Ole Miss's signing day. Joining us on the Parish Canebrake Brewing guest line.